All right, so we're going to go over Wednesday, February 17th assignments. You will be completing slides 9 and 10. You obviously have a shorter number of slides today than you did yesterday, but there's a reason for that. You have your text questions, so you need to be answering using complete sentences. If the question asks for text evidence, then you must use the RACE strategy. So restate an answer, cite text evidence, meaning you'll need to copy and paste words from the story. Remember, we've done that like on page 328, the author said, blah, 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 blah. And then after you give that evidence, you need to explain why that evidence was important. So you would start out with a sentence like, this tells me, this shows me, this explains, blah, 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 blah. Okay? So let's look at some of the text questions together. Why do you think the author begins the story by contrasting movie geniuses and Peter Lou? So how are they different? And why would we start out talking about them? A movie genius compared to Peter Lou. How is Peter Lou like other kids? Use details from the story in your answer. So when we restate and answer this question, this is one that we would use the RACE strategy for because it says use details from the story in your answer. So you would say Peter Lou is like other children because he likes da 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 da. Okay, and then explain by using details from the story. All right, so you will continue this throughout slides 9 and 10. So I'll just look at these here with you. Number 2 and 3 will need to be using the RACE strategy. Okay, so I'll put a circle around these. 4, what details does the author include in his writing to build suspense about Peter? Obviously, you're going to need some details there. Describe Angela's problem. You don't necessarily need text evidence. You can put that in your own words. So 2, 3, and 4 on page 1 will require the RACE strategy. All answers should be answered using complete sentences. Start with a capital letter, end with a period, 5th grade writing, okay? Then if we look down here, more text questions, circle the word that best describes Angela. So, to just come up here, create a shape, circle the word, and then you can just make it no fill, okay? Support your choice with 2 details from the story. So here you're going to need to find text evidence and then explain to me in your own words, how does that prove that she's either sneaky, desperate, or creative? How does Angela solve her problem? What is your opinion of Angela going to the future to write the story? Explain your thinking. Do you think it was a good idea or a not so good idea, and why? So don't just say, yes, I think it was a good idea, or no, it wasn't a good idea. Explain why. Why do you think that? And then your last question you're going to answer says to reread the final 2 paragraphs of the story. Explain the ending. What is Angela reading? So you're going to explain the end to us. Okay? And then you will be finished for today's assignment for reading. If you get to this Thursday slide, remember that is work to be completed on Thursday. If you have any questions, please let me know.